So graduates, are you willing to participate? Please give me a sign by waving both of your hands over your heads to indicate to me that you're willing to participate. Okay, that's what I'm looking for. So let's get on with it. There are some tricks that people can use to help them remember long lists of items, and we're going to use a similar trick to help us today. One of those tricks is to use word associations and imagery. For instance, we can assign items and images to numbers, such as for the numbers 1 and 2, we can say 1 bun, 2 shoe. So whenever we want to remember the first item in a list, we associate it with a hot dog bun, 1 bun, and the second item in a list, we associate it with a shoe, 2 shoe. We're going to use this word association a little bit later. Now, this may have seemed a long way to have traveled to bring you to my topic for today, but 30 years from now, I want you to remember your commencement because this is such an important day and you deserve to have some memories from this day. So many of you left high school a number of years ago. You may have visited a number of schools, or maybe you didn't visit any other schools, but for some reason, you decided to come to Daemen. You applied, got your acceptance letter, somewhat nervously attended orientation, and then by that simple act, you were prepared to attend at least 4 grueling years of studies in the major of your choice, or, after changing your mind 2 or 3 times, the major that you now think is the one of your choice. And here you stand, poised at the gates of graduation, awaiting the words and the guidance from me that will launch you on that epic career, each of you in your own way, each of you so deserving, each of you so special, that I dare not fail you. So I ask that you listen quite closely to what I'm about to tell you. You have all studied hard and diligently, except about 3 of you, and I won't mention any names. You have all studied hard to get to this day. You have picked an area of your interest. Some of you have jobs. Some may be going on to further your studies, and some are still looking for your next opportunity. You should know that you have a distinct advantage over others who have gone to larger schools and universities. I have been fortunate to be able to travel all over this country and the world and have been able to work with, collaborate with, and many times compete with colleagues from the top universities, hospitals, businesses, investment banks from around the world. And I can tell you that your faculty and your preparation here at Daemen is second to none, including the top schools in the country or the world. Yes, I honestly believe that you have been given an edge by having attended this school and having been nurtured by this faculty, some of which are the same faculty which nurtured me. So parents and graduates alike, if you have ever had second thoughts or worried about whether you did the right thing in sending your daughter or son to Daemen, or thought that maybe you should have sent them to a larger or named school, well, I'm here to tell you that you are right to worry. But the people you should be worried for are those who now have to compete against your daughter or son in the workforce or graduate school. You have given them a huge advantage, so don't feel bad about it. Now let me wind on to my topic for this afternoon. As I mentioned, you all have studied hard for the last 4 years in the area of your selective studies, and now I'm supposed to tell you the secret to success. Well, the secret is that you've been given skills at Daemen to help you search, probe, and maybe determine what your strengths and your passions are. That is where you should concentrate your energies. The polling company Gallup has studied thousands of organizations and millions of people and have found that the most successful organizations are those that concentrate on developing people's strengths and creating environments that capitalize on developing strengths rather than bolstering weaknesses that you have. This may sound like a simple matter, but it is a very profound finding, and even more profound when put into practice. It takes the cliche that says you can be anything that you want to be if you work hard enough, and puts a bit of reality to it by saying that you can be anything you want to be as long as you have the talents and strengths in those areas. The Gallup findings have also indicated that we have been wasting too much time and energy trying to develop areas of people's weaknesses when we should be trying to develop their strengths. So spend most of your energies developing your strengths and serving your passions. Only develop a weakness if it's an absolute necessity to reaching a goal. Now that I've given you some advice, I can tell you what I really wanted to talk to you about today. You are all graduating and will receive a degree. For some, this degree marks the end of your formal education, and some of the fortunate may have a job and will go on into the workforce, or as we say, the real world. Others may be going on to graduate school and further education to obtain other degrees. Yet some still struggling to find their careers or find their passion or what they will do with their degrees. These are challenging economic times, and the path may be rocky with many twists and turns. But regardless of which of these paths you find yourself on, the real message I want you to remember, and it goes to the core of the Daemen tradition and experience, and it's what else Daemen has prepared you for, and it's the premise the college was founded on, and that is community service and volunteerism. Beginning with the college's namesake, Magdalena Daemen, a Dutch woman who dedicated her life to working with the poor. The founding of the school by the Sisters of St. Francis, whose lives are dedicated to community service. The school's present-day involvement in community service, including its work in various neighborhoods through the Seneca-Babcock Partnership, the Daemen College Fruit Belt Partnership, and Daemen's commitment to community service through its curriculum, through the concept of service learning, underscores again and again how community service and volunteerism is at the core of what Daemen is, and quite frankly, what I think life is all about.